Good evening, everybody. So we are doing Rice Krispie treats. So anything that I do is not going to be normal. So this is my recipe for strawberry white chocolate Rice Krispie treats. The first thing you do is on very low heat, put your butter in. This is 3 tablespoons of butter. You can use margarine if you like. I've never used margarine, but I heard you can use margarine for the people who don't like butter. So once you get in here, you just let that sit. It's over low heat and you let that melt. You are going to need a cookie sheet pan. I use just a normal cookie sheet pan. Spray it with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. Make sure that it is very well coated because you're going to need that later when you lay out your Rice Krispie treats. So to this, you're going to add lemon zest. I do a half a lemon. So this is a half a lemon because I used the other half of it for another dish earlier. All right, so you're going to zest the lemon directly over your dry Rice Krispies. This is 6 cups of Rice Krispie treat cereal. I'm doing strawberry today, but you can quite naturally do regular or another type of cereal. That's your business. But today we are doing strawberry. So this is half of lemon zest in strawberry Rice Krispie treats, 6 cups. Okay. This is 4 cups of miniature marshmallows. You can use whatever brand it is that you would like to use, but remember, whatever you put in is what you get out, so use a good brand. This is half a cup of miniature white chocolate chips. Half a cup of miniature white chocolate chips. Freeze-dried strawberries. Okay, these are essential to this recipe. It's going to bring a lot of flavor. This is a half a cup of freeze-dried and crushed strawberries. My hands are ashy because I washed them, right? Wash your hands. This is COVID-19, guys. I did not put any moisturizer on my hands because they are freshly washed. And so they're going to be ashy, and that's the safe way to go. Now back to this butter. We have, remember, on low heat, you want to melt your butter, and you want to make sure that the butter is completely melted. And I like to go ahead and actually make sure that the sides are just a little bit coated. It makes it easier when you are getting ready to dump in your marshmallows, right? So you're going to dump in the marshmallows. So first I'll put my marshmallows in. I look good putting my marshmallows in. I know I like some marshmallows in. COVID-19 got me out here cooking, showing people recipes. I don't ever give people recipes to nothing. So I'll put this over here. Everything is glass, Lord. So you want to continuously stir this around. And remember, this is on low. You want to make sure everything is coated, right? And what I actually like to do, or what I found in making these, is to spread them out and just give it a second. Let it sit there for a second and let the whole thing warm up. Literally, only just a second. Let everything warm up. Fresh hands. While you're doing that, I like to go ahead and incorporate the lemon zest and the cereal together, because you don't want big globs of lemon zest in your Rice Krispie treats when they come out. So you want to make sure that your lemon zest is incorporated throughout the cereal. It's not really going to give a strong lemon flavor. It's just going to give that nice citrus that you need to your crispy treats. Now, this is what I meant. So when you let it sit for a minute, all of the spaces will start to fill in, and you'll be able to feel the heat here on your hand, and that's when you start stirring it. make sure that the butter is incorporated into your marshmallows. So butter and marshmallows come together to make ooey gooey loveliness. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. Continue to stir, and then everything is gonna come together. Amen, look at that. And when you use good product, right? When you use good products, it looks like this. It should be creamy. When you use not so good marshmallows, they tend to be kind of oily on their own. So I'm gonna recommend to you again, make sure that you use products. You are only as good as what you put in your stuff. Okay, so make sure that you're using the best products that you have available. Listen, this is COVID-19. If you can only get the store brand of marshmallows, only get the store brand, right? You can only use what you can get, right? It's not like you can just walk up and get what you want. Now, you want to make sure that all of the marshmallows are melted, right? If you still see some lumps, keep going. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to actually cook the marshmallows, right? You don't want to cook the marshmallows. So once everything is melted, you want to turn off the heat. And then it's a real quick game. You gotta dump everything in, y'all. Now dump it in slowly, cause you know some shit gonna start going different places. Yes, this is an adult show. Let me tell y'all that. Zoom in here. This isn't on me. This is an adult show, right? This ain't for your kids. So I'm gonna say a little bit of shit, a little bit of damn, a little bit of things of that nature, because this right here, this ain't for your kids. It's for you. You can make this for your kids, but I'm not making this for your kids. I'm making this for me. So you dump everything into the pan, except for the white chocolate chips. Not yet. And then you start to stir, right? Because you don't want this to cool down before you get everything coated. Right? You just want to get everything coated. Once you get about halfway through of getting everything coated, you want to make sure that you scrape around the bottoms. The bottoms. Yep, scrape around the bottoms and get all of the marshmallow off of the bottom. Right? So halfway through, once you've got everything almost incorporated, right? It should be, see, oh my God, if y'all could smell this, it smells like strawberry up here. Come on, oh, hey. It smells like strawberry lemonade a little bit, but trust me, that lemon flavor is gonna die down. It's just essential. So now that we have it here and it's a little bit warm, see, now normally I would eat this, but because I'm on a video right now, I'm not gonna eat this. See, I'm gonna get a little paper towel and I'm gonna be classy and I'm gonna wipe it off with the paper towel. Right, because y'all can't be putting your fingers in your mouth, that's nasty. Okay, so before you pour this out, right, to incorporate these chocolate chips is tricky without getting them to melt, right? Because some of them are going to melt a little bit and that's okay. So you want to do it by the palm full. One palm on this side, cover it up real quick. One palm on this side, and then baby, you got to stir real quick. See that? And then it'll start to incorporate, because the whole time this is cooling down. But if you add them too soon, it's gonna melt. So you cannot add them too soon. Some of them are gonna melt anyway, which is fine because it's gonna act as another form of glue, right? The rest of them we're going to pour on top, okay? So you see how the white chocolate is semi-melting in them, and that's fine, right? Because this mixture is still warm. At this point, you're gonna wanna dump it out. Amen. Okay, and you're gonna continue to work this mixture with clean hands, right? You have clean hands. This is for you and your family. So, you know, use your hands. If you are not comfortable with using your hands, you are able to use gloves. Just spray a little bit of cooking spray on your gloves. Always remember to clean as you go. Again, see, I almost ate it, but I didn't do it. I almost put my finger in my mouth. You want to use your napkin. Use your napkin. Don't put your fingers in your mouth. This is COVID-19, and you know people don't really know you like that. How are we doing with social distancing? Is everybody social distancing? Am I sweating a little bit? I feel like I'm sweating a little bit. I don't know, it's a little warm up in here. Ooh, Jesus. My God. Okay, social distancing, 6 feet. How y'all doing with that? How we doing with the 6 feet? I don't know. So what you want to do is you want to start sprinkling in the white chocolate morsels, right? I know it seems like a lot, but it's not. So as you spread this out, right, you want to spread it out all over the pan. Spread it out. You want to spread it out. So we are spreading out. And as you press this out into this pan, you want to press down the white chocolate morsels. You don't quite have to add all of the morsels if you don't want to, but you want to kind of make sure that you have an even coating so that you get a good morsel bite whenever you bite into one. This is just how I choose to do it. However you want to do it is how you do it. So as you spread it out, you want to add the white chocolate morsels. Make sure you have it all the way around the sides because you want to give the sides love. So it's something about giving the sides love that you really need in this. And that's why I always tend to end up using all of these chocolate chip morsels. And remember, the ingredients that you put in here are really going to dictate what you bring out of this. So I'm not supporting any brands. I don't want anybody to sue me, but these are white chocolate chunks from Whole Foods, right? Whole Foods. Whole Foods white chocolate. These are the miniature ones. If you use the big ones, I'm not quite sure how this is going to come out for you, but if you want to use it and let me know, cool. You know, let me know. Press it down, press it down, press it down, press it down. So this is still kind of warm, right? Ta-da! Still kind of warm. You're gonna want to wash your hands, but not just yet. So what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna move this over here, and we are going to condense this. Slowly condense it to give you a more uniform Rice Krispie treat. And always remember, if you're not making this for your family, you can use gloves. I would recommend that you use gloves if you're making this for somebody, but I'm gonna eat this one. So condense it into more of a bar itself, because this is still warm, and then you're gonna leave it to set. What you're doing is you're pushing all of this white chocolate goodness back together, and it will actually form little crust on them. All right. So when you are done, it should be about this size in your pan. Amen. Right? Want to go around, because this white chocolate will dry. So I always go around the pan and wipe it off with a napkin so that it's easy for you to wash this. Now, you are going to let this sit until it completely cools, and then we'll come back, cut it up, and bag it.
1, 2, 3.
So once everything is cooled down, right, this is hard, it's stiff, it's been cool, about 25-30 minutes, you want to come in and cut them. I like to cut them like so, into squares, rectangles, whatever. You'll see that the bottom part is smooth, there's nothing there. And then there are beautiful white chocolate morsels all over the top. Ooh, yes, beautiful. You can send these with your kids, with your husband. You can eat them yourself. Whatever you want to do with them. But this is going to be my strawberry white chocolate Rice Krispie treats. I hope that you enjoy them as much as I do. From my kitchen to yours. So this is behind the scenes, what y'all don't see, the washing of the dishes and stuff that I be using. This is behind the scenes. But what I will tell you is that COVID-19 is rough. It's always good to have somebody to shelter in place with. Y'all, please stay home. Enjoy your shelter in place. Say hey to the people.
I'm the other half of the show.
Right, the other half of the show, my cameraman. Shelter in place, y'all. Clean your house. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Love one another. And make good food. You know, eat good food. Do good things. Stay home. Flatten the curve. You know, do what you can. Bye.